boy, do I have a match for you all today. It is me, the Prototype champion, versus the creator of Elestrals himself, Dan, aka aDrive. Thank you to Dan for the really fun match and also for letting me record my side of the gameplay and take the footage from your stream to be able to compile into this really fun video. So you can't really see this webcam down there. You can also see up at the top my map mirrored on his stream. But of course, I blew my map up and record my side so you can better see it as well. So with that being said, though, let's get right into the match here. So I thought this was just going to be a game, not a match, so you could play against multiple people. So he wins the die roll, and he is playing the Imperial Prototype Star deck. So this is Prototype format. I have my Centaur deck as always, and he has a really powerful start with the Rice Rose, and I am sweating here because the Centaur Prototype deck does not run Thunder Spirits. So I do have cards like Sorlet that could attack over the Rice Rose, but I don't have the Thunder Spirit to support it. So I opt to just go Rum Gem, search out the Equal Links because that back row is also a bit scary. That way I can at least get rid of it and hope the Rum Gem survives so I can attack over the Rice Rose. So it's just kind of guaranteeing, well, I need, of course, something like Floy Force to be able to hit over it, which I'm pretty sure I have in hand. But pretty much just the idea is that if Rum Gem can survive, it can attack next turn, and I just need to deal with the back row to kind of guarantee it. So my opponent does enchant Amp Up and reveals that it's actually a Thunderbolt here. So unfortunately, my Rum Gem will not survive, and I'm losing 2 spirits here. So really, really scary here. I really needed just a counter rune or even Earthquake here just to deal with the Rice Rose right away would have been phenomenal here. So here I'm just like, oh, am I really going to lose here? That's embarrassing. But at the same time, if I did, it would have been really hyping, like, oh, creator beats the Prototype champion. So this is all just for fun. I am trying my best to win here because that's just how I am. But alas, again, this is just for fun. Dan's showing it off to his stream to get people hyped to support the Kickstarter. I mean, we've got 105 minutes left at this point, and he goes aDrive here because I did Equal Links Floy Force to pop the Thunderbolt. My thought being now he needs to find something else to hit over the Equal Links. If he cannot, Equal Links is free to attack next turn. So he grabs Circle the Sky because he does not find. He really needs Mount Olympus, his second Thunderbolt, or one of his 2 Zeuses, and he does not find it there. So he opts to grab Circle the Sky because what he can do here is he can Circle the Sky using the Spirit from Amp Up to aDrive, get a draw off of Circle the Sky, and another top 3 search from aDrive. And I really think that if these were not anything but the Prototype decks, that he would have been likely to find his out here. But because, of course, it is Prototype decks, they are very inconsistent. As you can see, it's the Leica Volt, Quackle, and Sonic Core. And again, that's just kind of showing that this wasn't meant to be a super serious match because he was just being like, oh, I didn't get it. And I could see some of his searches because he wasn't really trying to hide it from the camera. I don't think he was trying to show it either. But stuff like that, it's just kind of shows off that, this is just meant to be fun. He switches the Rice Rose to defense, hoping that Equal Links I don't have a way to attack over it, but I do have the Sorlet to switch it back into attack. Equal Links hits over the Rice Rose. Sorlet's now free to attack, so it hits over the aDrive, and yeah, I am back in control. And to be honest from here, the rest of this match is just kind of a blowout. I now have board control. Thunder really struggles to regain board control because it doesn't really have that high of attack or great offensive pressure. So he does Quackle the stall a little bit, has a counter room, but yeah, it's going to, I win it from here as well. And Dan does make this comment on stream that he realized that the Thunder Prototype deck really just needed some more attack to be able to deal with these kind of boards, or just to be able to deal with stuff like Earth and Fire, which naturally have higher attacks. If Thunder's going to be a control type, and this is more my opinion, if Thunder needs to be a control type, it really does need to have some higher attack to be able to more efficiently control the board as well. And so Dan definitely said that it needed that, so he kind of rectified that in the official starter deck, and we definitely see it, and especially with the recent Jolton change now to 4 attack, that holds even more true as well. So love to see it. And this is why the Prototype decks exist, to be able to test this sort of thing, to realize this sort of stuff. So here, definitely, while you could be like, oh, of course I would win, I'm the Prototype champion. I've spent my time playing this game and learning the game while Dan spent his time creating the game. And yeah, that's true. But at the same time, like, I haven't seen a misplay Dan's done yet. This is just simply comes down to exactly what Dan said. Earth was just stronger than Thunder. So still there. The kind of past this point, the novelty of champion versus creator has kind of worn off here. So I'm going to show the gameplay for the rest of this video. I think Game 2 does also show off some really cool stuff as well. It does have the boom bat to deal with the Equal Links. So actually, we're going to move right on to Game 2. So the beginning of the game also still shows the potential Thunder has for sure. And then I think to wrap out the game, I'm just going to let the gameplay play, and I'm going to share kind of the story behind how this even happened. So then goes Ampup to search out 2 more Ampups, just kind of thin the deck. Really nice here to be able to more consistently see some of the cards he needs, such as Thunderbolt, Mount Olympus, and Zeus to help him hit over my stuff. And here he also decides to go aDrive in defense to check top 3 and grab something. And he grabs the Rice Roast for next turn. Really strong start here again if I can't hit over the aDrive. Now, forward defense is now at 5 defense, thankfully, make it even hard to hit over, but alas, for defense, all I need is, well, I do Nectar of the Gods here to draw 2. Set Rune's also kind of scary as well, just maybe to secure board control here. Really showing off how Thunder has some strong starts. So I just go Tech Tauros Stadium, because now I can hit over and set 1 to hit over the aDrive here for 6 attack. So yeah, but he does have shield here. So this is looking really scary. He's got an aDrive on board. He has the Rice Roast, meaning that if I can't deal with this Rice Roast, I'm going to be on the back pedal again, switches that aDrive to attack to start chipping away, which you really need to do, especially in the Prototype decks. So it's looking real scary for me, but I do have the Earthquake for the Rice Roast. So, and from here, I can just freely rummage them. Dan does have a set card, so I can grab what I need, Equalinks to set up for some Nexus to get rid of some back row, secure my board states, and I can just easily attack over the aDrive. So the rest of the game, again, I've kind of grabbed control. Thunder really struggles to grab back control. It's got a great start, but if it loses that, it really struggles to come back here. And yeah, Dan does pop the Force here at the Pikas. He does say maybe this counter will come back to bite him, and it kind of does. But yeah, so it just, again, just showing off exactly what Dan said, just the great information to make these more balanced overall. So, as I said, I kind of want to leave the rest of this. I'll let the game play in the background. From here, I think the more interesting is the discussion that goes on. You can go check out Dan's stream. The VOD is archived on his Twitch channel, and you can, the stream stops shortly after 8 p.m. EST, so you can kind of see that since there's only 93 minutes left, you can kind of just shuffle like an hour and a half back in the stream from the end of it, probably more like close to the 2-hour mark to get this gameplay in full. So, story time. How did this even happen? Well, this takes place from Dan streaming his just the countdown to the end of the Kickstarter, and I was watching it when he went live, but I was at work, and he was saying he was wanting to take games with people on the Elestrals Discord, and I was just like, oh, please, I'm at work. Please let him be doing it when I get home from work. So got off work, he still was playing Pokemon and opening packs of Elestrals, so I managed to be able to get home. I had to re-sleeve my deck because I had actually unsleeved it the day before to go into storage, to go into a binder. So I quickly sleeved them back up, and thankfully I was ready for when Dan was asking for games. The match after this one versus Titus from the Discord server, Dan, he did technically join the call first, but he wasn't ready, so he graciously let someone else play, and since I was all set up, this is how this all happened, and I'm very thankful to have this opportunity here. I think it was a lot of fun, even if I do think Titus's match is way more entertaining, way more what you want to see from Elestrals, you know, just for kind of like the kind of clicks here, just being like Prototype champion versus the creator of the game. That's hype for that reason. But from here, I hope that in the future, if Dan and I ever get to play against each other, we can do some constructed gameplay. So hopefully it won't be a complete blowout like this match is, because honestly, I don't think it would be fun just to see me play him again if it just keeps being this way at all. It's not entertaining. But alas, I'm happy for the one chance to be able to do a match like this as well. As you can see, he's left with 1 Thunder Spirit. I'm up 5 spirits on board, so all you can really do is boom that, and that is the game here pretty much. So again, thank you to Dan for this opportunity. I had a lot of fun just being able to interact with you on stream in a game. Really thankful for this opportunity, and I hope that Dan and I get the chance again to interact in some form through the Discord, obviously, but hopefully at official events coming out, coming once the game releases, because I don't know, it's just really cool to be able to do that and have a creator of a game that's so close to the community compared to other TCGs such as like Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon. But with that being said though, before I sign off, I had one other cool thing that I also want to thank Dan for if he does watch this. He gave me probably the best compliment on stream, and that is that watching my videos, he said he's learned things about his own game. And as someone who really wants to make content that's teaching people how to get better at the game, better their understanding of the game, better my understanding of the game, just seeing that it's had that impact on the creator of the game itself is a huge compliment. So thank you to Dan for that. It tells me that I'm definitely doing something right with these videos, even though I'm new and still trying to improve my content overall. And also thank you to everyone on stream for who is like so excited to see me on there. It's really awesome to see. Just I love the Elestrals community. It's been great being a part of it, interacting with you all, and I hope to continue doing that for years to come as well. But with that being said, though, this has been the match versus Dan himself, the creator of Elestrals. I hope you all enjoyed. Comment your favorite moment below, and please leave a like if you've enjoyed. And also, if you've been enjoying my content, please subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you're notified when I upload more content, because I do have my base set review coming out hopefully this week. Well, at least starting to come out this week since I'm breaking it down by element. I'm just waiting for Dan to officially confirm all the changes and say that these changes are it. This is how the game will be in print as well before I review it all, because I want these videos to age very well up until the release of the game. So just waiting for all those changes to be finalized as well. So look forward to that coming out real soon. And of course, a ton of other content, because even after that, plenty more Elestrals content, gameplay, deck profiles, more discussions, all that coming out in the near future. So look forward to it.